Hey, it's Matt Johnston here, editor-in-chief, PMA Magazine. Our social media team has been telling us that we need to put more into the channel, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I'm pretty sure it means making more videos. So I just took charge, and we have been getting a lot of mail, so I wanted to read some of these letters and answer them here in case maybe more than one person has the same question, which is often the case. Dear PMA, what's up with all the skateboards? Have you considered other forms of transportation? Norman Dribley, Issaquah, Washington. Norman, skateboards are a wonderful way to get around, but they're not the only way to get around. You were right about that. But typically, skateboards, at least for the purposes of our magazine, are not used to transport from A to B as much, unless A is sadness and B is extreme joy. So hopefully that answers your question, Norman. Next letter. Dear PMA, sometimes being positive seems impossible. Yesterday I watched a guy touch every mango at the store before buying the first one he picked up. Am I a bad person for wanting to punch this person in the nuts? Signed, Shania T. Shania, no, you're not a bad person. I mean, we never want to hurt anybody. But you know what? Feeling that way is not something you need to apologize for. I think that, negative thinking is actually really important. And it's an important counterpoint. It's like the House and the Senate, or it's like just some sort of counterbalance. It's how you know you're alive. It's how you know your systems are functioning. And it's how you know that you're well. So it's what you do with that negative thinking that is the important piece. And that's what we hope to help you with our magazine and our internet content. How's that? Was that good? Okay. Acknowledge the content, right? That's what you said. Dear Matt, what's your digital strategy as it relates to transformation? Okay, skip that. I'm gonna skip that one. Dear PMA, how do I get published in PMA? Do you take submissions? Yes, we do take submissions. In fact, we love submissions. And some of our best writing has come from an email from somebody that just said, hey, I really love your magazine. Can I help? How can I help? And usually the answer is, what do you like? Usually we help people find their way to the thing that they end up writing for us. So if you have an idea, or if you just have an intention and you want to contribute to PMA magazine, if you're a photographer, an artist, a writer, whatever, just give me an email, shoot me an email at believe@getthatpma.com, and let's see if we can do something together. Collaboration is the best part of this project for all of us. So we'd love to hear from you. Dear PMA, it doesn't really seem like many people buy magazines anymore. We have the internet now. Why are you doing this? Great question. When we started this, it was unclear as to whether or not we would know what we were doing or how we would do it, or if we knew how to do it, I guess is the right way to say it. So this seemed like an actual great way to get started. It also seemed like a great way, an artifact that we could hand to people, leave with them, leave on a bus, mail in the mail. It just seemed like a better calling card than an email or a website. And so we started out with the print magazine. Obviously, we have the podcast, and we're working towards some other more interesting offerings that will be more digital. So this is just a starting point. It was always intended to be a starting point, but it is really where the soul of what we're trying to do lives and breathes, and it's something tangible that people can connect with. And the other thing too about this, it's a lot easier to connect with other people around it. So you can sit down at a table and you can open it up and you can both look at the same thing together. It's hard to do that with an iPad or a phone. People do it, but it's harder. Hopefully that answers your question. Bill. Dear Matt, who do you want to be when you grow up. Signed, Janine. Well, I'm pretty grown up already, but I do, as somebody who's trying to publish media and content that is related to being positive and stuff, I don't have that many role models, unfortunately. I don't have that many people to look up to or to follow, but there is somebody who is really good at this, and who I do, people actually accuse me a lot of times of copying, but I don't. I swear I don't. But it's Oprah. It's Oprah. Like, if I want to be the next Oprah. So if anybody knows Oprah, just like can hook me up, or even just get me close. Like, I'm not in a stalker kind of weird way, but just if I could like have just a quick like 10-minute brainstorm coffee meeting, or I don't know, just like send her a copy of the magazine. That'd be close enough for me. Appreciate it. Anyway, I hope that answers your question, Janine. Thanks. Let's see. Last one. Dear Matt, how can you afford to print a magazine that's such nice quality but has no ads? Are you rich? Carl from Poughkeepsie. Thanks for the question, Carl. No, I can't, and I'm not. The magazine does not make money yet, but we're getting close. I think we'll break even maybe this year, which would be so awesome. The main reason we're able to do it is because of the generosity of the contributors. If it wasn't for the contributors, we wouldn't be able to do this. If I had to pay everybody what they deserved to be paid to contribute creatively to this publication, it would not exist. So I don't have the money to do it. It's a problem that I'm kind of hoisting upon other people, and I really feel bad about that. But eventually, hopefully, it's not that way. And eventually, hopefully, my biggest dream and the thing that I hope for the most is that this becomes an engine and a vehicle for compensating people fairly and for what they're worth, creative people. I can't wait to do that. It's like the number one goal for this. So it's a good question. We're still losing money, like I said, but I hope we'll break even soon. That is not to say that we don't pay people. So we offer everybody a $50 honorarium for contributing. Everybody gets the same offer. A lot of people don't take it, which I would love to. I like to pay it. I'm happy to pay it, but some people just would rather contribute and not take it. And then we have received several very, very generous donations from people, and 100% of those donations have been turned around and given directly to creative contributors to those honorariums, with the exception of the youth scholarship. So we just awarded our first $100 youth writing scholarship to a young person who wrote an article that's coming out in the next issue number 7. So watch for that. We are, we're managing things as tightly as possible. But the one thing that, I personally will not move easily on is the quality. I feel like this needs to be a high quality publication in order for people to actually want to buy it and want to keep it and read it. And so this is really the minimum I'm willing to do in terms of quality, and it's pretty maximum. It's a maximum minimum. Let's go with that. So super happy that we got the letters. If you'd like to send a letter to be answered in a future episode of this, whatever we're going to call it, PMA Mail-Check, email me, believe@getthatpma.com, and I will answer your letter, or you can mail us a letter too, like these people did. I will answer your letter in the next episode of this dispatch on social media. thank you so much for being a supporter and for watching this video.